Hi, Emily Ray here, and I wanted to talk about my experience with Author Mentor Match, which is a mentorship contest where you enter your manuscript and a mentor selects it, and then you go through a whole revision process. Diving in this deep to a manuscript was much harder than I expected. I basically rewrote my book. I didn't go into it thinking that it needed rewritten, but after all the revisions and things that I learned, I pretty much edited every chapter to the point where it was a whole new book. The whole process from January when I got selected to querying took a whole year. So what was I doing? First of all mentors are different. Mine laid out kind of an itinerary, sent me an edit letter. The first step we did was we did a lot of brainstorming to see what could make this stronger. These were the things that were lacking. So let's talk about the things that could strengthen those points. There were some things that we talked about that didn't really resonate with me, and I wasn't sure like what I needed to do to make the plot work, to make the characters work. So the hardest part for me with revising this manuscript was knowing what feedback I needed to take and implement, which all stemmed back to the main problem. I didn't really know what the main point or theme of my story was that I wanted to get across. I sat down and I thought, what do I want my readers to walk away when they finish this book? Do I want them to be emotional? Do I want it to be like a high action thriller kind of thing? I realized the main theme of my manuscript was grief, and not just grieving a person, but a life never lived. Whether that be from a goal that never came to fruition, or not living a life with a loved one that passed away. It could be a tough pill to swallow. And once I established that, I knew the journey my main character needed to go on, and things just fell into place. And it was easier for me to say, I'm not going to take it in this direction, I'm going to take it in this direction. And then once I kind of nailed down that and got an outline, I really went into like the craft steps. Watch the next video and I'll give you a little bit of updates on how I did some character development and plotting. You could follow me on Twitter at @byemilyray, Instagram, TikTok, and you can subscribe to my newsletter at my website, byemilyray.com.